All right, YouTube, this is Greg Shields. Welcome to episode 4 of Greg Shields Outdoors. Today, we're headed to a private pond of a friend of mine, John Green. He owns J. Green Jewelers in Waycross, Georgia and Kingsland, Georgia. So if you're in his store, let him know that you saw a link to his place on Greg Shields Outdoors. His pond is a great, vast pond. Got plenty of fish in it. Matter of fact, it's a little bit overpopulated, but the fish should be on the bed, so we're not going to keep any female fish we catch. We're going to release them back into the pond to keep the population up, but I think we're going to do good. I've caught a lot of bass in there before, but we usually throw them back, but might keep a few for a fish fry, but like I said, all females will be returned. I'll put a link to his 2 stores in Georgia in the section at the end of the video, and you can check online. He has great deals on timepieces, watches, wedding sets, just everything you could think of jewelry wise. His stores have it at great prices. That's J. Green Jewelers in Kingsland, Georgia and Waycross, Georgia. Anyway, I think we're in for a great fishing day, and let's go fishing. All right, YouTube, we're gonna start out with some plastic worms. We're gonna switch over to a, wait a minute. We're gonna be fishing a rattle trap, plastic worms, and I think we're gonna catch some fish today. There he is. All right, we got him. Right off the bat. Second cast. Second cast. They're going to be hitting today. That one was hooked good. He was never getting off of this thing. I may have to get the pliers to get him off of here. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Let me stop the film. I don't know if I got it on film, YouTube, but I caught one on the very first cast. It seems like they're going to be hitting. So we're going to keep after them here. There he is, another one. Oh, and that one broke my line. That one broke my line. Felt like about a 4 or 5 pounder. I have to reset up. All right, YouTube, we're back with a re-rigged up. We are virtually getting a hit on almost every cast. We're catching a bunch of small males that are guarding the beds of the females, and a few of those we might keep, but the big females that are full of eggs, we're gonna put those back in Mr. Green's pond, so he'll have fish in here forever. But they're just warm water, and they're really aggressive today so far. We'll do a couple more casts right here. We're gonna move down some and just keep moving around the whole pond. This is a really big pond. A lot of water to cover. There he is. All right. Big bass there. That right there was about a 3-pounder it got off. That was probably a female. We would have thrown it back anyway, but that was a big bass. Big bass. Man, they are hitting. They are hitting. Did not get a good hook set there. I don't know why, but just didn't get it. But I can tell it was a big one right off the bat. If they're gonna hit like this, YouTube, this might be a long video because they are nailing it. That's the 5th fish I've had hooked up so far. Really hitting good. I think I just got another hit. Yep. All right. Good fish there, YouTube. Got about a probably 2.5-pounder. And I've hooked another line, probably the line I broke off. So we're fixing to see what's up with that. And now I see what's up with it. The actual hook of the fish that I broke off is right here in this mouth. This is the same bass that broke my line about 5 minutes ago. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's unbelievable. It's just craziness out here. All right, we've moved down some. We ended up catching 4 off that last little pocket over there by the house. 2 of them were good females. We put them back in and almost got a hit every cast. Might start throwing a rattle trap here in a minute to try to cover some more water faster. But the water level is up and I'll be able to reach every single spot in here. There he is. All right. All right. Little male right here guarding probably guarding a bed. So man, they're hitting. I really appreciate John Green letting us fish. Good pond, and he shares his blessings with people, and he's a good man. We're gonna put this one back. Let me re-rig up here. Have to go put on a new worm. They're so aggressive off of protecting the bed that they're hitting and just swallowing immediately. So glad I brought plenty of worms. Oh, another one took the worm in half. It's gonna be a wild one. Let me get this re-rigged again. I'm gonna switch over to a rattle trap. See how that goes for a minute. All right, YouTube, I switched over to a rattle trap. We're gonna see how that has operates this morning. Well, I say we are. A rattle trap is a sinking lure. It's got a rattle and it vibrates back and forth, and it might not be as effective as a worm. I just don't know. There's some moss in here. If it gets hung up on every single cast, we'll switch back to a worm. So we can just cover a lot of water with this lure, and we'll see how it does. This lure seems to work better on the other side of the pond, which is a lot deeper than this side, so we'll see. Yeah, it's getting hung up with moss almost every cast. So we're not gonna give up too early though. Yeah, it's still hitting the moss. Let me try one over here. Yeah, this might not be a good move. We've had 7 hits on worms and nothing on this in a couple of casts, so this might not be the trick for this side. The other side of the pond, I know it'll work because of the depth of it. So this will be the last cast I'm gonna re-rig with worm, go back to worms. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break from this and re-rig up. All right, YouTube, I just caught this about a 3-pounder. I thought the camera was on, but it wasn't, but it's a female. She's on the bed. You can see right there. So we're gonna put her back, let her spawn, replenish the pond. Good fish. We keep moving down. We also keep getting a hit almost every cast, which that's a good indication that they're on the bed, which is good. I mean, the males are highly aggressive. They're hitting anything that comes near them. They're hitting. The females, I've caught 2 big, about 3-pound females. I put both them back. They'll go right back to the bed, no problem. There he is. All right. That was another male. When he jumped and got off, but that was a little male guarding the bed, so there's a big female right there too. I'm trying to set the hook as soon as they hit so they won't swallow it. That way, they basically go right back to what they were doing. If they don't swallow it, much easier to release them, and it just makes it a lot easier. So when they're on the bed like this and hitting, as soon as you feel the first tap, set the hook right then. There's no need to let it hit right there. Yep. All right. Yep. That's probably the same male that just hit, because I went right back over the same bed and he hit it again. So apparently this is going to be this might be a 30-40 bass day here. So they're tearing it up. I'm going to put this one back. All right, move down another 10-15 feet, and I see them fanning the beds out here in the front of us. So we're gonna pick up, no telling how many more around here, but just have fun with it today. The water's really shallow from here around to the curve over there, but then it gets deep on the other side. But pretty shallow right here. We're gonna see here. Probably a pretty good chance we pick up a 7 or 8 pound female before it's over. But we'll certainly put her back. She's fixing to spawn. All right, I'm gonna get the Jeep and pull that down. Take a break here. All right, you two, we've moved down. You're gonna have to forgive how catty-cornered the camera looks. I know it feels like you're watching a Batman episode back from the 60s, but this ground is highly uneven, and fish are hitting so good, I just don't have time to mess with getting the legs where it's dead even. So watch it catty-cornered and enjoy. We're getting into a spot where the water is deeper, and the fish may be all up in the shallows to spawn, but we'll find out with several casts and just keep moving. Try one right down the bank there. There he is. All right. I knew there'd be one down that bank, but it's a small one. Little male guarding a bed. That's all right. He's gonna go back. We'll put him back if we can get him off of here without getting hooked. I think we can. Oh yeah, get him off. All right, put him back to guarding that nest. glad I went and picked up 2 bags of worms, because it's obvious that we're gonna need them, because these things are tearing worms up. They're so aggressive. All right, let's go back down that same line, see if we can get that female to hit it. I can see the bed. I don't think you can, but I can see it with my glasses on, and she's probably about 3.5 pounds. She's right in the center of it and got 2 males with her, so I'm gonna try to put it in front of her nose and get her to hit. There she is, or one of them. All right. I believe that's the other male. Yep, that's the other male off of there. So that's another male off that same bed. But when you can see them like that and you can get the worm in front of them, they are going to hit it. Let me go get a new worm. All right. We caught both the males off that bed and put them back, and I can see they're right back on it again. So that's one of the best things that's about when they're spawning, is that you get a lot of good bites, you get a lot of good catches, and you put the females back. Keep a few males if you want to, but put the females back on that bed. They go right back to it, and they have thousands of young, and your pond's back stocked up. Ooh, boy, one nailed it right then, but then dropped it. Must have come across his face. Let me see here. Let me get back in there where he was. As you can tell, I keep switching reels because it's easier to rig up 2 of them at one time. So when a worm gets tore off another one, I just grab my other reel and come back in here. There he is. Nope, he's protecting that bed. He's grabbing that worm, moving it off, and going right back to her. He must be a small one. I'm gonna try one out there. You wouldn't believe the number of fish I see on the bed right here. From right where I'm standing, I can see 6 females on the beds right here within 30 yards of me. All right, now go back to that little male one more time. See if I can get him just for fun. Seems like every time we move down, we pick up 2 or 3. We've caught, I don't have all of them on camera because I've been moving down some. We've caught 13 bass now in 1 hour. So they're pouring it on. All right, I'm gonna move down some more. I'm gonna try to pitch it to a male I see right here. See what he does. He ain't wanting it. Maybe he is. He went back to it. Let's see what he does. Man, they are just flocks of males running around. All right, let's see. A little pod of them just went that way. Nope. There he is. Oh. All right, let me take another break. I broke my line again. I don't know what's going on there, but it's getting frustrating there.